Hey folks, just doing a second recording of this video. It's day 58, NOFAP. I did have a moment of weakness earlier today, but it didn't go beyond like a moment of, peaking and then like hitting the back button. So, but it's kind of like to some extent, I was, still firing those pathways. Like, Giza mentioned in one of his comments, that even if you look, it's a quick look, obviously you're firing those pathways, and that's one of the things you just, I guess it's a central thing you're really trying to like not do in terms of NoFap and no PMO. Um, yeah, you're trying to like weaken those and replace them with other, neural pathways that associated with other habits that replace the PMO. So, which I mean, I think that you can't 100% get rid of it, because like once you have the experience of PMO, you really can't erase your carnal knowledge entirely. Because the fact that you know that that thing exists out there and you can do that, but like I said in previous videos, I think you can like downgrade it to the point where it's like maybe it's your 100th or 101st option in regards to coping with some sort of stress or anxiety. Right now I'm dealing with a lot of anxieties from money problems and relationship problems and just life in general. Um, it kind of feels like a lot of my dreams in life are almost on the verge of crumbling. So, the PMO is kind of like calling out to me in a sense. I mean, from within myself, within my mind, that hey, just do this, and you don't have to feel all those bad things. But I think in a lot of ways, I just got to embrace it. It's part of life, and it's almost like a survival instinct that we're supposed to feel that anxiety, that fear, that sort of thing, that stress or what have you. Because that's what you want to get away from that. It's kind of like you're being chased by a saber-toothed tiger back in the days of of the caveman or um what have you. And so it's like you're having to feel that to motivate yourself to get away or to fight or flight that thing that's after you. And while it was just like a peak, it was just a moment. It definitely did fire up that pathway, and so I'm obviously feeling some slight effects, but not to the extent that I would if I had, gone even further or seen more than just an image or two. Um, if I'd watched actual video and that sort of thing, then it would have been like, an audio, it would have just been so much more intense. I did go and do 50 push ups and 100 crunches a day. Um, and I'm probably going to go to the gym and do some more, or maybe I'll just do some more home exercises with my exercise pad, which I bought on Amazon. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Yeah, see, it's one of those rubber pads. You can roll it on your floor. It's like half an inch thick, so it makes it a lot easier for me to do calisthenic exercises. There's not as much like pressure on my wrists and that sort of thing, and um, in the ankles or knees or so, and also on my back when I'm doing crunches. Going up and down that sort of thing. It makes it a lot easier to crank out those reps. So I want to try to get in 300 per day for at least a couple weeks, and then see like if that causes real the changes I'm looking for, and if I have to do more, like get up to 400 or 500 a day, then so be it. But it's something that I want to do, and I want to like take those desires, take those urges, and transmute them into some sort of results in my life, and instead of allowing them to take me back towards the PMO, because as Giza said, there's no going back. I mean, once you realize this is bad for you and you want to get rid of it because it's doing damage in your life, well, there's really no going back. There's no, well, what about this? What about that? Let's try this. No, just you got to get rid of it. And going cold turkey is the best way, but I've only been able to do that for certain stretches of time, like maybe a week or two at a time. And I think that since I haven't relapsed, as far as NoFap is concerned, maybe to some extent I've forgotten what it's like. So which is why it seems so like attractive, and it keeps on pulling me back to a certain extent. But I do feel its grip on me is weakening. But I really, really, really want it to just like go 100%. So, whether that means me getting rid of my smartphone, which I know I've talked about in the past, and I flip flopped on it, or it means somehow decreasing my internet access or internet usage, which, given that I live in the United States and given that it's so heavily integrated into the educational system and just life in general, it's really difficult to do that. I think I have done that. I have done that for like a month or so at a time, but you kind of it's kind of like going back in time and then remembering how it was beforehand and the difficulties you had because like you can't just pull up Google Maps and go, okay, I'm at point A, I want to get to point B, show me the path, or entertainment wise, like I get so much of my entertainment and education and information from YouTube or via YouTube. Going to different channels and watching the videos there, and that kind of occupies my mind and kind of stimulates in the sense that, you know, it's better to do that than to be watching, artificial sexual stimulation videos. Um, but at the same time, it's like the internet is the way I access those materials to begin with. So it's kind of like to some extent a double-edged sword. Yeah. So other than just rambling on about my experiences with PMO, I want to talk about the exercise I've been doing because that's something that it definitely helps, and it's more like a positive, uplifting goal I have or a process I do, and it feels good to be able to say that I did 100 push-ups today or I did 200 crunches today, and like I've been able to do that, or I've been able to go and do an hour and a half of cardio, which is what I did yesterday and the day before that, and burned off a lot of calories. And I'm making or I have made cold showers in the morning like just part of my routine. So really like those. Feels a heck of a lot better than hot showers. Wakes me up and leaves me feeling refreshed and ready to go. Hit the road and get my day going. So anywho, I don't think I have much more to add, but I will say like again, reiterating what I've said in past videos, the best way is to go cold turkey and take that time that you're using for PMO and put it towards other things. So yeah, your sort of go-to process, because life is going to throw stress and anxiety at you, and it's really what you do in response that determines the result. You can take all that energy that's being tossed your way and put it towards something else and actually have something good happen, or you can end up just dropping it and you know, or using it to essentially hurt yourself while thinking that you're doing good for yourself, which is like what PMO is doing, when people get addicted to that sort of stuff. So trying to get that mindset, on board and just be as aware of what I'm doing and what I'm feeling and where I'm going and etc. etc. So anywho, folks, thanks for the feedback. Thanks for the comments, the subscriptions, the likes. Really appreciate it. Keep that coming my way because it helps. And I'll be doing that myself as well with other people's videos. So because we're in this together. So thanks and good luck.